Hello YouTube. Right now I'm right here at an old town site that is 7 miles southwest of Shullsburg, and this town was called White Oak Springs. And as you can see around me, it no longer exists. I mean, there's one house over there. This town here, it existed in like the 1800s, and it probably died out in somewhere in the early 1900s is when it died out. And here's the cemetery here. This would have been the eastern part of town here. Robert Wilson, he was a native of Scotland. Died September 30th, 1878, I believe. Yeah, looks like an 8 there. Age 60 years. Yeah, this is the cemetery here part. There's a few stones that are left here. Mary, wife of John Bell, died April 8th, 1883, 43 years old. Yeah, that one right there is pretty destroyed. I don't know if I'll be able to read it. That one right there is destroyed. And I think this is probably the latest one, the newest one here. John H. Gilpator, born 1832, died 1912. So I think this town probably died out in like the early or mid 1910s or something. I think is when this town died out. Because that tombstone right there, that the last person who was buried here, I think was 1912. So I'm sure that's probably when the town died out, around that time here. There's another cemetery up that way, but I don't know if I can get back in there. I mean, it's probably on private property or so. I was able to get into this cemetery here. But just think, I remember looking on a map and everything, and it used to be a full town here. Like there used to be a parkway over there in like the late 1800s when the town was full. It used to be a school. You see the top of that tree, that's where the school was, and I'll get down there. I'll get down there sometime. I'll get down there later. I just don't want to do too much here because I'm sure this is farm fields that are owned. But this actually was a full town here, about 1,000 people before the town died out in like, I don't know, like the 1910s or so. And right there, over there, that's the last remaining house in White Oak Springs. And down there is an old well. But this is part one of the tour right here. This is part one. I'll make a part two, which will be down that way where the school was and that other cemetery, and we could probably find some cool finds maybe left of the town. I know there's some on the side of the road or whatever, but I don't know if we're gonna get out of the car or anything, because you know it's kind of other people's property around here and I gotta respect them. So just stay tuned for part two.